going over awareness and identity. So we all have beliefs. They act as mental filters, and they map out how we perceive ourselves and think ourselves to be, and we come up with narratives about who we are and how people should treat us and what we think about what life is intersubjectively. You're not the subject. You wind up being the object, and you form opinions about the subject who you believe yourself to be through what you went through in your childhood, what society is telling you to be, and your personal interpretation of the events that are happening around you, what you wind up aligning with. And these beliefs, they either fuel us forward or they tear us down. Now, if your beliefs are doing anything other than contributing to you being fueled forward to a better world, acknowledge that. Acknowledge that about yourself. It's important to have counterexamples of when you're not doing the things that you say that you should be doing and not particularly living in alignment with yourself. To align and to transcend with this, it means to rise above and to go beyond. In the context of the self-concept, it means moving beyond the fixed identities that you've had and letting them fall away in order to build something better. We've always had these political ideologies and philosophies at certain points in human history, and they wind up all falling away to build something better. And even with everything that happens in the world, all the crazy stuff going on, it's just that, you know that life goes on. It just keeps going. Because we're awareness. Awareness is ever present beyond time and space, and it is in all beings. It's the same. It's connecting us to each other and the universe or the all. Recognizing oneself as infinite awareness, and it shifts perspective from personal limitations to universal potential. It is a journey from I am this, I am my body and a material, to I am being ever present, a human being, right? Hue meaning light man, being. You just be. A lot of problems just take care of themselves if you just relax about it, and you get carried through life with a certain demeanor. You could stress about it. You could be a certain way, but you don't have to align with that thought process. And it's a paradox of being everything in the universe and also nothing simultaneously, because the universe is non-dual. It's a universe. There's only one of it. There's only one of the all. It's all made of energy that's vibrating at different speeds, different frequencies. The way to get in alignment with that inner awareness is you can never practice too much gratitude. There's a lot of things. You could be too kind, you could be too loving, you could be too much of everything, but you can never be too grateful. Like, your self-concept is a mental construct. It's, there's external labels because there's a level of comparison. You are this because you're not that. And you start comparing those things to who you perceive yourself to be and what labels you're willing to put on yourself. But when you, shed these labels, you wind up... Your self-concept is a mental construct. It's formed by external labels, such as what your career is, what your gender you identify with is, and the societal roles, right? These labels wind up shaping our identity, but they don't fully capture who we are. Your true self is the core of awareness beyond labels and roles, and if you become too attached to these roles and like you over identify with your self concept and what society's telling you is and the people around you, what they're telling you you are, well, that could lead to anxiety, limitations, you not really feeling like you could live your best life because the world isn't validating what you're trying to put onto it and what you're trying to project into it. The difference between like the actors and the characters, right? Like me, Justin, like that's just what my mom named me when I was born. Like before that, I still was. I always have been. So when you realize, like, I like to say the analogy Deadpool and Wolverine just came out recently. Wolverine has no idea that he's in a movie. He thinks that it's a real plot, that he's got to go get something done. Whatever story he's in, he believes it. But Deadpool, he knows that he's in a movie. He knows that he's in a comic book. He's constantly breaking the fourth wall. But no matter how many times that you watch the movie, read the comic book, there's nothing that Deadpool can do to change it. And so, even when you know that there's really nothing you could do about it, you still go for it anyway. Because how lame would the movie be if it was just Ryan Reynolds telling everybody the whole, 2-hour length that he's just Ryan Reynolds and just playing a character named Deadpool? Like, it just wouldn't be the same. If the fourth wall, like, if you just build up the fourth wall and you don't really know what's going on, you kind of got to break that down. Recognizing what elements you want to intentionally put into your character is important. Whatever you don't like, you change. And whatever you don't change, you choose. So be very mindful of, the decisions that you make every day. Do you decide that you're going to get upset over something? Do you decide that you're going to let something slide when somebody says something that you don't like? And not that any of these decisions that we possibly make are better or worse than one another. But intersubjectively, do you believe that you're doing more good than not? And if you do it for that core reason of what you really stand on and what you believe in, then there's nothing anybody in the world could tell you. Thanks for watching my video today. I appreciate you coming by, and I wish you all nothing but light, love, peace, bliss, joy, fulfillment, and prosperity.